Hello everybody, my name is KingStix and welcome back to another Twitch commentary guide. In this one, I'm going to be taking lethal tempo because Presley Taft got a pretty vicious nerf and Twitch in general got a nerf on his E, which hit him pretty hard as a jungler. Since the enemy jungler is a Fiddlesticks, I thought this would be a good opportunity to abuse him and show him that Fiddlesticks still sucks and that the buff they gave Fiddlesticks was a complete joke. We got a word on his blue buff, so I see he is going to his Gromp. I know this will be an easy pickup kill. I wasn't paying that close of attention, so I don't know if he still has his smite, so I'm going to do my best to try to outsmite the Gromp from him, seeing that my smite does do 410 damage. After I steal the Gromp from him, he either got confused or he was looking somewhere else on the map while he was AFK draining it. I think he was just AFK draining it. I flash over the wall to follow him, finish him off with my autos. Notice how I didn't actually use my E yet because I figured it wouldn't have killed him. It's safer to wait to use your E until they're out of range of your autos before you try to use it, just to be safe. Fiddlesticks lost his blue. I got his blue buff from him. He's in a really bad spot. I want to gank Karma on the way over to my blue buff and towards Fiddlesticks' red buff. She's playing extremely defensive and she probably knows what's going on. I'm going to be very patient and wait. She's still playing extremely defensive though, so I'm just going to try to walk past her to get towards my buff and towards Fiddlesticks' red buff. Veigar gets off a great E. We get off some solid damage onto her, so I loop back around to try to kill her. We do get her flash out of her. I ward over the wall and see Fiddlesticks. He's waiting in the bush, so I'm just going to steal the big one from him and run away. There's really no reason for me to stay here. I don't have a ward on his red buff, so I don't really want to bother trying to take it from him. Veigar did just kill Karma, which is great. As I take the blue buff, I know Fiddlesticks can't do anything. Right now, I can see Fiddlesticks bot. If I was smart, I would have ran straight to his red buff because he didn't have time to do red and then go bot. I can also tell from his CS score. So just going straight to his red buff, I could have taken it for free, but instead I farmed my Gromp. That was my bad. I want to try to hover near mid. I know Karma's flash is down. Plus with Veigar's E, it'll be very free. I'm going to go invisible, try to get as close to Karma as possible before going in. I run up to her W, auto attack. I wait to use my E until she's out of my auto range. Veigar follows it up with a great flash ulti and we pick up the kill. Even though Morgana roamed mid, she completely wasted her time. I see Fiddlesticks mid. I can take his Raptors knowing he can't stop me. He's still seeing mid, so I go to his golems, take those. I'm waiting for Ornn to push up a little bit because I want to kill the Scion. I'm going to use my Q, come up behind the Scion, and it should be a really easy kill. Scion has a way of pushing. Throw out my W, auto attack him, keep moving in between my autos, and finish him off with my E. Whenever the enemy team has a Twitch jungle, you have to play really safe, especially if you don't see him on the map, because chances are he's waiting to gank you. I'm really glad we do have a tank on our team. It's very hard to play Twitch jungle if you don't have a single tank on your team, because then you have no one in the front line, and then you can't engage properly. Without a tank, if I were to just open up on the enemy team, I would get blown apart. And since we have a tank and a good support like Janna, I can open up and have a lot of support. My bot lane is pushing up really far to the point where it's dangerous. I want to follow them up. I'm going to trail behind. Hopefully the enemies will engage. I'm going to let Tristana bring the pink ward before I go in. I'm invisible. They can't see me. And if the enemies try to fight, they will lose. I throw out my W, auto attack, and I use my ultimate a little late. I do still get the kill on Lucian, which is great. Morgana does get away with her flash. All in all, though, getting a kill and a free Infernal Drake isn't anything to complain about. While I'm waiting for my teammates to help me take Infernal, I take the Scuttle, loop by mid, get some damage on the Karma, good pressure, ward the bush, and take the Raptors. We really should have taken the Infernal. We got the kill on Lucian. My bot lane didn't seem very responsive. They didn't seem like they actually wanted to do Dragon, which is why I ended up moving on. And I'm trying to ambush Fiddlesticks at his golems with the Veigar. I walk towards him. I miss my W. Unfortunately, he took a path I was not expecting. I threw up my W a little soon, and Fiddlesticks does kind of get away. Veigar gets down a great E, which is going to block off his ultimate a little bit, stunning him right as he comes out. And we are going to pick up the Fiddlesticks. I have to flash the wall to get away from the Scion. It was very worth it in my opinion. We're in a bad spot. All 5 of them are top right now. I turn on to the Lucian since he is in my way in between safety. I stay in the Janna ulti for as long as I can. If Scion didn't have flash, I definitely would have gotten away, 100%. Also, if Ornn was there, we would have easily won that fight. I'm not blaming it on Ornn. I'm just saying, if we do team fight, there's no way for the enemies really to win because our comp is that strong. Dragon is still up, so I want to motion towards it and maybe pick up a kill or 2 mid and then take Infernal. I'm going to drag the Raptors as I'm looking for a kill. Karma's out of position, so I'm going to go for her first. As I'm taking out Karma, I'm keeping a close eye on where the rest of the enemies are. I don't want to go head in first because I didn't see where Scion was. I still have my ultimate, but I don't really want to use it on one person. Great stun by the Veigar. I should have gone in. I wasn't really expecting him to land the stun. I get the slow off on the Scion, which allows Veigar to get away. Turn on to the Scion, keep constant auto attacks on him, and E to finish off the kill. Fiddlesticks gets off a little bit of damage onto me. I loop around to fool the Scion, and I want to go for the fiddlesticks, I go ahead and use my ulti because I want more damage and a little more range just in case he flashed. I probably didn't have to ultimate there. I was doing it just to play it safe. No harm in that. Twitch's passive can be quite pesky whenever you are trying to dive a turret, because if you have a stack on one of the enemies, it will aggro the turret into forcing it to attack you. We didn't quite have the minions, so we just went for the Infernal Drink since 2 of them were dead. We get the Infernal, take the Scuttle, and now I'm going to go back, pick up my Hurricane, and get some more attack speed. I'm going to be rushing a lot of attack speed in this game in particular. Since I did go Lethal Tempo, Lethal Tempo will unleash the attack speed cap, which is part of Lethal Tempo, which is great because my items are going to be giving me an insane amount. I have red buff and ultimate. I want to make a play here mid. I go invisible. I get as close as I can while I feel comfortable I won't die. Sion barely nips me with his knockup. More comes out of nowhere, hits me with his snare, and it does lead to my death. If I didn't get hit by the Sion knockup, I do think I would have killed Karma and gotten out of there alive. It was just unfortunate circumstance. It was overall very unfortunate. And if you were paying close attention, I even missed an auto and accidentally autoed the minion. Not quite sure how I did that. The enemy team is really paranoid. I'm going to go bot lane and split push while my team is working on grouping together. Like I said, the enemies are paranoid, so they're just all grouped up waiting for a team fight. I was free to split push without any real threat. I see Fiddlesticks is low and I want to assassinate him with my ultimate and red smite. Unfortunately, the rest of his team somehow knew I was there, or they're just following him really closely. It was a really weird situation. If his teammates didn't show up, I definitely would have killed him because I had my flash. I could just flash to finish him off and then queued away. It was a little greedy of me, but still, I felt like that should have been a very free kill. This game in particular, I probably would have gone for an Infinity Edge before I went straight for the static Shiv after my Hurricane. But once again, since I did go for Lethal Tempo and it uncaps my attack speed, I'm trying to stack as much attack speed as possible to shred through their front line, which is basically just Sion. Even though I don't have any damage items and I'm all attack speed, my jungle item gives me a lot of max HP damage, 4% of the target's max HP per auto. So I just tore Sion apart even though I only have 104 AD. Went invisible, come up behind the Karma, auto her down, flash the Morgue Snare so I don't die. Karma is incredibly tanky though, and I couldn't quite finish her off. If she didn't flash away, I'm pretty sure I would have killed her though. Janna, being an absolute gem, heals me off to the side with her ultimate. I see a pink ward and break it using my W. Using your W is Twitch to get vision to break pink wards is really useful. I find your W is a lot more useful with getting vision than it actually is in a team fight. The reason I'm not grouping with my team right now is because Ornn is split pushing. Also, my red buff is up. This is a good opportunity for me to farm some more jungle camps. Once Ornn does group, I would be more inclined to come. Now that Ornn is grouping, I want to come in. Unfortunately, Veigar did get picked off before now. I do have my ultimate up. Go straight onto the Morgana. I don't want to ult since it's just her. I finish her off, immediately use my Q to reset, activate my ultimate for a quick kill. I use my Q reset again just to be safe. If an enemy comes onto us, I can fight them again without them being able to see me and go onto me. All the enemies did pull back though. I'm going to take their pink ward and their blue buff. I want to heal even though I don't have lifesteal. My jungle item gives me lifesteal against monsters, which is how you see me getting it back to full HP. Now that I'm full HP, I'm going to use my Q and engage once again, throwing out my W and getting off constant auto attacks. Sion goes for the Tristana foolishly as I turn onto the Sion. Janna gets off a great ultimate. I'm continuing to move and auto constantly. I step into the Morgue Snare because I wasn't paying attention, and it does lead to my downfall. Good play by Morgana, dumb play by me. It's so silly that even in death, Sion can really do a lot of damage. He's more effective in death than being alive a lot of the times. I have my static Shiv now, even more attack speed, even more crit. I'm also building towards Bork because Bork gives more attack speed. Bork also gives a nice 8% of their current HP in physical damage, which is going to work nicely with my attack speed since I'm getting off so many autos. I'm making good use of the on-hit effects of my jungle item and my future Bork. My ultimate is up. I use my Q to reset. I'm moving onward with Janna at my side. I know she can just pill for me and I won't die. The enemies walk up. Karma hits me with a good Q. It doesn't matter. Janna pills for me. I open up with my ulti. The enemies get absolutely shredded. Guys, honestly, attack speed Twitch is strong. You just need a good support to pill for you or a good tank to pill for you. Because with attack speed Twitch, you're going to be standing there for a longer period of time shooting. You're not just about the burst, you're about sustained fighting. And if you don't have anyone to pill for you, then attack speed Twitch is the worst thing you could possibly do. Lethal Tempo Twitch is the worst thing you can do if you don't have anyone to pill for you. Trust me, if you have no one to pill for you, you really shouldn't be playing Twitch. If you still want to play him, use Press the Attack or Electrocute if you don't have anyone to pill for you, because Lethal Tempo will really hurt you. That is going to wrap up this video. Right now I am working on Electrocute Twitch and I've had some really good success with it. I think Electrocute Twitch is probably stronger than Press the Attack Twitch right now, since Electrocute does scale with AD and overall has higher flat amounts of damage with it. One video that I really want to get out as soon as possible is the top 3 clear paths of Twitch jungle. I really want to get that out there. I do feel like Twitch only has 3 good jungle paths, and if you don't run one of these 3, that Twitch isn't that viable. Twitch can't take a conventional jungle route or do a power clear route. It's just not made in his kit. Also, if you haven't joined the Discord community, definitely check it out. It's full of all sorts of cool people and fun stuff to do. I answer a lot of questions from there. I make videos specifically on it. And there's also various giveaways that could be going on at any point in time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.